guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing You Will Never Look at Ethan the Same Way.
Never.
We did watch, which one did we watch before?
We'll never look at Harry the same way.
Harry. No, it wasn't Simon. It was Simon.
Oh yeah, Simon.
Make sure you subscribe and like the video, because once we get to 1,500 we are doing another giveaway. So make sure you stay around for that. And also in the link in, in the top link in the description will be the Patreon. So if you want to support us, then please go ahead. It'll be very appreciated. And let's get onto the video.
A lot of people have become a lot more aware of mental health and the issues that it presents.
Men don't really talk about mental health issues. We don't really cover any of those topics. Even as us as a friend group, we rarely ever touch on it unless someone's really visibly down in a bad place.
I would say I've struggled with my battles of depression. I would say, and people around me would say, yes, you've probably been awfully depressed at times.
Just started my 20s, because that's where I was intoxicated and doing nothing with my life. I felt like I was just existing in a shell. I was intoxicated 7 days out of 7.
I remember living in the flat underneath him, and used to go up. He would be half a bottle of JD and he would be smoking his lungs away.
He was turning to alcohol to deal with all his feelings.
Can I just say, he looks so young there.
Even though he's not, it's only like...
He looks so young for some reason.
Back.
All his emotions.
I think it was a coping mechanism.
And just going through a lot of battles in your head where you think, I'm not good enough, I don't really think I'm applying myself, I don't think I'm going to go anywhere. My relationships aren't great, my friends don't know anything about it. And you're sort of hidden and you're trapped in your own mind.
That side of him is his worst trait, that he wants everybody to think he is Behzinga and I'm happy and I'm famous.
Sorry. It's meant to be serious, but the fact that how she just said Behzinga, that just... Sorry guys, I just got...
Hair on fleek.
Right, not laughing at this, it was just the way she said it.
It's from a laugh, so I've got to put that persona on when sometimes it's quite hard behind the scenes.
I remember telling him he needs to stop the drinking. Stop drinking so much. You're drinking way too much.
As a close friend of him, it's really scary to see someone in that state, because you want to help them as much as you can, but you don't want to push too much that they end up going away from you.
I didn't want to be anymore. I didn't want to be here anymore because I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I was letting everyone down. I felt like I was just a burden to absolutely everyone. I felt like I was the shit heap that everyone was dragging along.
In those times, I've made some very stupid decisions that I regret, whether that be endangering myself or whatever it was.
He was saying quite a few worrying things, he can't go on, and it was all getting too much, the pressure was too much and he was struggling.
And I think when you end up going down that rabbit hole, you end up just talking yourself into stupid things.
And I remember Ethan's girlfriend at the time knocking on my flat door, and she was crying. I was like, yo, what's going on, what's going on? This is at like 4 AM in the morning. And she's telling me that Ethan's not in a good state and he's gone out.
I got in my car pissed as a fart, and I was ready to, that was it. Not many people know that. Not many people know that. And that's what I mean is I got in that car with the intention of not getting back out of it. But, oh, it's fucking deep. Yeah, I had the intention of not getting back out of the car that evening.
I was very drunk and I ended up getting in the car and I left the flat with no intention of going back to the flat.
I didn't know he felt that bad, that he felt that he had to even end his life or anything like that.
I was panicking, I didn't know what to do.
In your head, you've now whittled yourself down to meaning nothing. You don't really find any reason to be knocking about anymore. And that's where I'd ended up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'd sort of convinced myself that now was the perfect time to just make myself disappear.
This is kind of sad, not gonna lie.
It's weird how the world works, but I just got to a point and I sort of pulled the car over and it just hit me. I was like, what are you doing, mate?
That was a very, very scary period for me, because I didn't know if I was going to see my friend again, really.
Couldn't you imagine everyone that does actually care about me if I did do that? And I pulled over and I was like, fuck, I'm going home.
This fucking series was insane, bro. But How to Behzinga was amazing, man. From the beginning to end, bro. I found a new level of respect for Ethan. So yeah, Ethan, I love you, bro. You're a fucking king, man. You're a fucking king.
I love my friends so much. Yeah, I will cry.
Oh. Oh, Kings, I'll cry. I know, innit? He's actually so sweet.
Nah, you're a king, bro. Nah, for real, you're a king, man. Boss man status right there. Ethan's a boss. I don't care what anyone says.
Describe yourself in one word. There. Just there. That's so... That's sad. That's really sad. That's actually
sad. Relax.
Don't be just... Oh. To be honest, I think what helped Ethan was he had a good network of friends and family.
That's really sad.
That pulled him out of it.
$100 million?
No, because I've got no friends. But I really love you all. Like,
that's what we're trying to iron out.
I really love you all.
I think so far this one touched me well.
Just fucking, it does, everything can get better. It might even just be going out in the sun today or whatever. It might flip your whole shit around. Even you might be in the maddest situations where you're like, fuck this. I don't want to be it anymore. Trust me, stuff gets better. And I know, fucking touch wood, I'm this guy that's, you've got this around you. Listen, not everything's materialistic, bro. Not everything's materialistic. It doesn't matter about what you have and what you earn, whatever. It does not matter.
Me and my mum are almost like an unbreakable bond. She's like my best friend rather than a mum. We go through everything together. Always have done. Probably always will.
Ethan's my whole world. My absolute heartbeat. Without him, there is no heart. Not many people know, but I actually had Ethan on my own. So it was a very, very emotional day. One that I'll treasure forever.
The real dad disappeared when I was conceived.
It was very tough. Carrying him on my own and consciously having him on my own has driven me to always fight for every cause.
She made that choice. It's the reason I'm sat here today.
He's all I've got and I'm all he's got.
This is a fucking sick picture as well. Oh my god, that's an amazing picture. How well done. Fucking, hey, brother, come here. I love this guy, man. Man's just come around and brought me a whole fucking way out, bro. I love this. You're amazing.
Yeah, Ethan and Toby are the closest, like those two. It's like they all have their duos, but they all are like a group.
Yeah.
People don't really know the real situation behind everything that me and my mum have been through.
We knew that his childhood wasn't great. You know, he would tell us stories.
As a teenager, it became apparent to Ethan that he had been abandoned twice and realised that a lot of our life was a lie.
We knew that his dad left home from an early age and that his mum was basically the mum and the dad.
When Ethan was 6 months old, I met his fake dad, as he calls him.
He was there till 13. It all went horribly downhill in that relationship due to drug addictions
and debt
that my mum tried supporting him through, to one day just go to the shops and not come back. And then with that, I found out that it wasn't my biological dad due to the divorce papers.
It's a bit of a sensitive topic for him.
I feel like there's probably some anger at the world, like why has this happened to me?
During that time is when my mum had cancer.
His mum was his only support system.
It was terrifying, and I didn't want him to think for 1 minute that I was going to die.
So that would have been a very, very scary time for him.
I had to find us somewhere to live and get back on our feet. I had to sit up the homeless office every single day, and it affected Ethan badly at school.
Ethan would be a bit disruptive.
Personally, I don't think, did you knew anything to do with Ethan? I didn't either. And I think this represents, in the sense of you don't realise what people have gone through to get to the point that they've got to. And also it helped the fact that he's got friends and family that actually care about him. Something that most people don't have. He's gone through a lot. It's quite sad, to be honest.
Didn't work for him, he didn't fit.
That was the time that I sort of went off the rails. It was sort of just a whirlwind at that time.
I can barely imagine what it feels like, so I can't really like put into words how he must feel.
I had to take antidepressants and see therapists. Yeah, it's really emotional. I might have stopped.
Everything she went through whilst I was at secondary school is a real merit to the type of woman she is. I think younger Ethan had a lot of emotional baggage, but I think nowadays I've turned all of that energy into now something positive.
Is Teenage Cancer
Sorry,
Care.
I'm laughing.
This charity supports the young
Makes you
people
laugh.
and their families going through incredibly tough times, and they rely solely on donations. The donation page is live right now. Who else we got? Lachlan Epis. Probably wouldn't be here without you and the sidemen. Thanks for saving my life. Can you say thanks to Josh? Me too. Of course, bro. Yeah, Josh.
Yes.
Guy called Lachlan Epis donated to my stream, and he wanted to say thank you to you because he said probably wouldn't be here without you and the sidemen. So just wanted to say thank you from me.
Legendary, thank you.
Appreciate that, my guy. I think JJ's got, like you said, he's a bit of a dog, and I think Logan's not really going to be prepared for when he does get buzzed, and it's about how he reacts. I think Logan's got a lot of nervous energy in front of crowds, and I think it comes down to performing. I think he has a fear of failure, and I think if he does get buzzed, and in the later rounds, once it's past 2, I believe it's JJ's fight to lose. And I believe once he does get buzzed, and the fear of failure, I think it's going to provoke a negative reaction out of him, and I think JJ will probably end it, probably in the 5th round, I think.
Because you got it right. Yeah. You got it right.
If there's a clip out there of my reaction when that decision comes through, it's going to be on replay for the rest of my life. That, I feel like I've lived free and eaten it
That's so
with him
sweet.
for 2 years. And for him to, I know how much it means to him, and for him to come out on top, it means the world. I feel like you won tonight. I feel like I've won tonight. I feel like I was in there, especially when he had that round where he had to recover. It's absolutely insane.
He's actually so sweet. It's like he just won the lottery.
I cannot contain myself. I've seen absolutely everything that this guy's put into this. This means so much to him.
I got random shivers for some reason.
I think the blonde dreads were somewhere.
Yeah, he did look cool with them.
You are so fat, it's embarrassing. I laughed so much when I heard that you cried every day after school because you were bullied. Just
I don't
because
get
you are
why
so
people
ugly.
do that.
A lot of people say, how do you find motivation and stuff like that? It's sort of the same thing. You really do have to have that almost straight conversation with yourself. Like, I need to help myself here, even if it is going for a 20-minute walk. That's why I did my 30-day challenge. It was like, just be active for 20 minutes in a day, go for a walk, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It may seem like the world's hardest thing to go for a 20-minute walk or something like that, but as soon as you start putting these little tiny baby steps in progress, it just comes straight to your mind. Like, you feel a bit more motivated. You think, oh, I enjoyed that walk yesterday, let me go for another walk. Oh, I enjoyed that lunch, let me do that. And then you sort of build up this little foundation of these little bricks that you've put down, and you think, oh, I'm a little bit stronger now. All right, cool, yeah, bang. All right, let me put a bigger brick in place, bang.
Yeah.
You build this much healthier house, and that's it.
And he's like, okay, I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make something of myself.
The sheer amount of weight he lost is ridiculous.
His transformation has made him happier. His own self-worth has changed dramatically.
As soon as he started seeing improvement, you could see his confidence went up.
It is essentially like a landmark in his self-improvement. And this is the proof of that work.
I can feel my legs spasming. Ah! My groins, my hamstrings. Ah!
At this point, the main thing for him is, how can I improve myself?
His mum smiles, isn't she? She's so sweet.
I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. Oh. Done it.
Yes.
But I feel great. So good. Did all this over the last 2 years, and then I put myself literally through the trenches to get a medal. The running and the achievement is almost like a self-validation. Even though I know I shouldn't doubt myself, I still do at times. Whereas now it's such an achievement, you sort of sit there and you think, don't doubt yourself again. Now it's time to just help people that have been in similar situations and try and push out a positive message and get people to make the right choices. The people that have watched this now, make a choice, make a decision, follow it through. It's all just taking like one step at a time. You can change your whole life around.
He's bringing people along on his journey of finding himself and understanding himself and bettering himself every day. And it's inspiring really to watch as a friend, and I'm sure it's inspiring for a lot of viewers too.
The 3 words that I would use to describe Ethan would be inspirational, exciting, and powerful.
Are you gonna cry?
No. I'm trying to think of words.
I thought you were crying.
Just because you are.
What? I'm not.
Your eyes have gone red.
It was sad. But it's that whole thing of he inspired so many people, and also what people need to take from this, if you're watching this video, is, you know, just be kind to people. You don't know their actual story or what they've gone through to get to this point. And God on Ethan. But yeah, the relationship that Ethan had with his mum, a lot of people don't have, but we're very lucky to have that as well. And it was almost, what's the word? Wholesome or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
To watch. It was actually really sweet.
Yeah.
So, love his mum, love Ethan. Make sure you like and subscribe to us.
This.
Stop saying this.
It's this family.
Make sure that you empower people and not destroy them, because that's what we stand by. And yeah, like I said before, subscribe, because we are trying to get to 1,500, and when we do, we're doing a giveaway. And
make sure you check out the Patreon in the description below.
And
goodbye.
Bye guys. Why did it just get like proper awkward at the end? It's because I'm trying to put my words into
We're not
sentences.
Used to wholesome stuff.
Yeah, we're used to like laughing and stuff like that, but then when we have to be serious, it's like kind of hard for me to put words into sentences. Can't even say that. Yeah. Anyway, bye.
Bye.